What's good, everybody? Okay, with the Can I Get Some Sports with That podcast? Got the lit crew today. Got my boy D-Boy here. What's up to the
Yo,
got my man
yo.
got my man's Mike here, you know what I'm saying? Rocking the threads, you got hey, just
What's
focus for the
happening?
camera a little bit, man. That's some real drip right there.
What's happening, y'all? You know what I'm saying? We here with it. Y'all see it. Yes, sir.
Then got my main
Okay,
man
how
Chris over here, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's
He
good,
always
y'all?
come with the wise words.
What's the word?
All right, so let's get right into it. We gonna start off with Brittney Griner. Earlier today, she was sentenced to 9 years in Russia because of having an ounce of weed in her an ounce of weed pen in her oil. And well, I'm gonna ask Mike, how you feel about this?
Yeah, they trying to make an example, man. They definitely trying to make an example, bro. Where's Dirtball? That's crazy. I mean, I knew they was trying to make an example, obviously, by how long they've been dragging this out. You know what I'm saying, and trying to get to that goal, but I ain't know they was gonna hit her like that. Man, that's crazy. So, but from what I've been hearing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of reports is they talking a swap. So we're gonna see how that goes, and I hope they come through with that soon, because they definitely can't be down her safe. No, nah.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about it too. Like, yeah, I think the 9 years was like just something they had to get done to, get the ball rolling with, getting her up out of there for real. I didn't think it was an actual she finna really serve 9 years. But let me ask D-Boy though, how you feel about the situation?
Man, like my man Mike said, they tried to make an example out of her. But my thing is, I'm a little I'm a little salty with her only because you should know better. Of
Facts.
all places to
Yeah.
go, you go to Russia, the country that the biggest tyrant there is the president. Oh yeah, you gonna go to Russia and do something stupid? Yeah, nah. But nah, yeah, I'm not surprised. I knew that 9 years was coming, even though I don't agree with it, man. That's definitely over excessive. They trying to make an example, right? They trying to basically rub it in our face, like, yeah, we got one of your stars over here. Woo on lockdown. But I hope they do come with that swap. But yeah, she should have known better. She should have known better, man. That's the last place you need to go and do something stupid. For real. Like any European country? No. No. I'd rather you go to
Especially with everything going on like right now and stuff.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
In her
I'd rather
defense,
you
she
go to
was out
Mexico
there
to do that, bro.
before that happened and everything, but regardless, it was a bad decision.
Real bad decision.
Well, let's hear from Chris. How you feel about the whole situation?
I agree with the other two brothers in the panel. I think it was a bad decision, and for all y'all little future young wannabe stars, all y'all that want to make it to the NBA, WNBA, take heed before you partake in marijuana outside your country. Make sure you know whatever country's regulations it is for marijuana. Know your laws before you go to these countries and start traveling, so you don't end up in the same boat. But like I said, they trying to make an example. I think the sentence is harsh, but I hope they do that swap, because 9 years for a pound that's not
Not even a pound.
yeah, that's a bit excessive to me.
It was
Uh,
just two pins, two little oil
yeah,
pins.
yeah, but some countries got them strict marijuana laws.
Oh,
Not
I know.
all countries. It's a drug, so know your marijuana laws, and I just hope they reduce that sentence, because that was crazy. And that's my take.
saying,
Yeah,
man, it ain't like she was, you know what I'm saying, Iman Shumpert out here. She just had a little, you know, you dig on her. But I guess it didn't matter, you know what I'm saying, when you overseas.
Just
So,
had to throw that in there.
man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like a running trend right now, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, get on my
I'm sure
boy
people like
Shump. I
Stephen
know
A
we're
having
gonna
a
talk
field
about
day
him,
with you,
but
you know.
hey,
man,
man.
get on my boy Shump,
Speaking of
man.
Sean, man, we definitely gonna actually we're gonna talk about him now because that's the next
Might as
topic.
well.
You know, as it was reported, Iman Shumpert got arrested the other day, having about 2 pounds of weed on him.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna ask D boy like, what you think was going on?
Man, don't know NBA team, ain't no NBA team called him, so he was like, man, fuck this, I'm about to do what I do. So he went down to Mexico, hollered at one of the compadres, got them 2 pounds allowed, tried to get back across the border through Texas and got caught. But nah, seriously, all jokes aside, come on, Shump. Like, I'm actually pulling for you, man. I actually want Trump on the Bulls. I think that'll be a good move. That'll be definitely the 3-and-D wing off the bench we need. But
Reportedly, it was only like 6 ounces, not 2 pounds.
it was only 6
But
ounces. Okay.
yeah,
Well, I
but
mean,
he was on his way to 2 pounds with 6 ounces.
oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, he's definitely gonna hear about it, especially if a team decides to pick him up before the season start. You know, he's definitely gonna have to have a conversation with the commissioner. Uh, I don't think they're gonna. I don't really believe they're gonna make an example out of him. I think the most they may do is bad being just if it was 6 ounces. I know they're not gonna give him no 9 years for no 6 ounces. The most they may do, I'm hoping, is give him probation. But I have to say the same to the known better. Like you're an example when you're in the NBA or you were affiliated with the NBA, you're held to a high standard. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. He should have been solid in that. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you because like we said before, it's all about the decisions you make, and these are people who other people look up to, the kids look up to, and you know, I know everybody make mistakes, but I just hope he learns from it. You know, just bounce back. Well, let me talk to Mike.
Yeah,
How you feel about it?
Man, I mainly want to know, like, I want to know the mindset just behind the whole ordeal because, like, I know he's smart enough to know, like, you're not just pulling up to airports with 6 ounces. Like, I don't understand. Like, did he do this before? Have he been getting away with this? Like, I don't understand why he would even try that. Like, I'm so that part alone got me confused. Like, I really don't. Like, I need some more intel on this because, like, how is he just out here just breaking 6 ounces just through the airport? Like, not expecting
Just
to get
got it,
caught. Like,
He
I
got
don't,
it like
they
that.
just letting you do that. Like, I don't understand where they let you do that at. Like, that you even was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this today. I'm gonna try to bring these 6 ounces. Like that. I don't understand. I'm confused by that. I really don't know. So it's like I can't even say like
You walked
I
in
can't
like it
say
was
much
another
of
day at the office.
it. You said what?
He said he walked in like it was another day at the office.
Man, you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, with confidence too. The reports talking about he got to make it to a party and this, then the third. I'm like, man, he must have. He was talking like he's done this before. Like, man, come on now, you gotta be smarter than that. Like, or was you just feeling bold today? You was just like, yeah, I don't care.
You know
They
what
gonna
it
let me
is?
do.
It's the money. The money just make you feel like you can do anything. Well, let me hear from Chris though. How you feel about it, man?
Man, having too much fun, man. My man Iman having too much fun. They done made marijuana legal in almost all 50 states, and dudes is partaking, and they partaking and having a good time and having fun with it. Me personally, I wouldn't have tried to walk through the airport with 6 ounces, but I guess he just felt it's good. And and if he's still trying to get a job and get back into the league, you gotta be smooth with it. Like, we know more and more players are coming out that they use, but you gotta be smooth. You gotta know when to do it and when not to do it. And if you're trying to get back in the league, that was a time not to do it, because you don't want to make headlines for negative publicity and hurt yourself for actually being picked up by somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like Phil said, you gotta be smarter. Be smarter about what you're doing. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And that's how
you do it.
And like,
wait, let me add on to that. Let me add on to that. On top of that, look who life is, bro. Your wife is on the table.
I don't think it's not a problem in her profession, is it? It's not a problem in her profession. She can.
But you know. Come on, you should know why I say that, bro. You should know why I say that. I mean, it's not, and I really ain't a big deal, but because he ain't the white color. It's they gonna turn their nose, they gonna turn their face, they gonna look at her a little funny too.
Yeah, but I think
he was real bold. That was bold.
I think it just go back to what Chris was saying earlier, man. Gotta know your laws, because Texas ain't playing that.
Yeah, most definitely, you gotta know your laws. You gotta know what to and what not to do if you to wherever you're going. You gotta know how to play the hand you dealt. All that.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and go on to the next subject. This is definitely a bittersweet subject, more bitter than sweet. Bill Russell, recently lost his life. Bill Russell, at the age of 88, everyone know he 11-time champion, most rings by any player. He was even a coach, and he just a monumental figure, not only in the NBA world, but in our world, in the normal world, and our community. Just an outstanding citizen, and we gonna miss him. They named the Finals MVP trophy after him. That lets you know how much he meant to the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Mike. How you felt about Bill Russell? What was one of your favorite memories about
him? Man, so what I'm saying, me being a big Wilt Chamberlain guy coming up, I kind of watched what I could find, a lot of his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And biggest thing I used to take away was like he was legit like the opposite of Wilt. Like, Wilt was the bucket and he's the defense. Like, you put them like it together into a person, bro, and you get like something incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, but the run that they went on with them Celtics teams, bro, that's legendary. That's why he got that finals trophy name. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I do think they should retire that man number across the league, because I mean, ain't nobody else gonna win that many championships in that span, and then like that's not gonna happen again. And if it do, it's probably almost gonna be a long time from now. So yeah, that. Hey,
I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree, because the number 6 is, man, like he one of the all-time legends. I definitely wouldn't be mad about him about the NBA retiring the number 6 jersey. But I'm gonna ask Chris, how you feel? You think the NBA should retire his number?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the greatest the MVP award is named after that man. Like, what else do you need to say? Like, he's one of the pioneers. He's a pioneer, an all-time great, rings galore. I mean, and he was on some of the most incredible Boston Celtic teams there were. He was on some of their best teams, and he's an all-time great. And like, he's a guy you can arguably, depending on the era you were brought up in, put in a GOAT conversation. He was a guy who was in those GOAT talks. So yes, I think just on that alone, his number should be retired. And I just wish, I would, because I was born in '82, so I missed a lot of his. You know what I'm saying? I caught like the end of his prime, but I wish I could have caught more of his games while he was young and in his prime. But absolutely, they definitely should retire his number without question. That shouldn't even be a doubt. Just retire that man's number.
Way to show your age there, Chris. I appreciate that, man. But I definitely agree, though. They definitely named the, like you said, they named the MVP award after him, man. That you don't just name that after anybody, because
facts.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I'm going ahead and ask you, D-Boy, how you feel? You think they should retire his number?
Absolutely. The man is hands down one of the top. He's one of the NBA 50 greats. In my opinion, man, there's only one. In my opinion, there's only one better center, and I hate to say it, but that's Shaquille O'Neal. Only because Shaq could do everything. Shaq could pass. The only thing Shaq couldn't do is shoot free throws, but Shaq could pass. He definitely had a post game. He had a little hook. He had defense, but Bill Russell was a monster. Like Bill Russell on the defensive end, Bill Russell could get you a double or triple just off blocks, off of rebounds, blocks, and passes. Like Bill Russell was a dog. Like I didn't see too many of his games. Like Mike, I only watched what I could find. But just watch him go up against Will Chamberlain, everything I watched, I enjoyed it because they was going at it. Like how Will used to give it to people, like Bill Russell made Will earn everything. Like, yeah, so absolutely they retire his number. In fact, I'd be one better. Next year's K22 should have 224 should have his face on the cup. Facts. Like Silver need to make that happen. Like how Kobe should have been on the case of 2K21 or 2K20. Right. K24, Bill Russell would be the coach.
They did do a Kobe. They did do a Kobe.
Like that's only.
They did a Kobe.
He did Kobe. Well, I stand correct. Yeah, but he definitely, put him on the cover, at least do a Russell, how he did in all them years ago. Definitely that with Bill Russell, because he definitely deserves it.
And speaking of which, don't that man ain't he still an all-time block leader?
If I'm not mistaken, you may be right. I think you are.
Ain't he still an all-time leader in blocks, career-wise? And season-wise, I think he got all the blocks.
The leader is Mark Eden, I think. I think. Okay. Yeah. But he was up there for a while.
It's Hakeem Olajuwon. He the all-time blocks leader.
The Dream.
Okay. That makes sense. I could see that.
I think Mark Eden just got like for a season or something like that, or in a game or something like that. I don't know. I know he up there for one of those. But Phil, I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, if they happen to retire his number, what do that mean for your favorite player, man?
You just want to go back to 23. Like, what do you mean? You got like you have a number.
I like that, Phil. Right to the point. Go back to 23. Right to the point. Go back to 23. Ain't no discussion. You are 23 now.
Hey, that man. Hey, I'm gonna start something. That man should not be allowed to wear 23 because he had to go get some help. And the real 23 did it on his own. On his own.
They let Ben
On
Malcolm
his own.
well number
No
23.
game 7,
They let
6-0,
Tony Douglas number
final
23. What you
MVP.
mean?
Tony Douglas, that was your boy. I remember
Hey, he was my
You
boy,
know I'm
but
messing with you, man.
still,
You know I'm
they
messing
let
with
him wear 23. Come on now.
Nah, hey, I'm just talking out my ass,
I know,
though.
man.
Yeah, man, but like, how you gonna? It's just crazy that you will have like the person with the most finals wins ever is number 6, and then the person with the most finals losses ever with number 6. Like, ain't that crazy? Like
Yeah.
2 different ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
I see what you
Yeah,
did
it's
there.
kind of like,
That
yeah.
is pretty cool, I guess. You know, I see what you was doing now, though, taking little shots, but it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, but do he get? That's another.
Man, you had taking shots like how Steph was taking shots at everybody at the ESPYs. Grant Williams, LeBron. I mean, he was getting everybody.
Yeah. Light skin feeling himself. He got that fourth ring
Hey
in him.
man, y'all know
Man,
Steph stay locked and loaded. Like
Yeah,
Light
man.
skin be feeling
He
himself.
had those ready to go for sure. I mean, he came out the gates with it like he ain't waste no time.
Yeah, usually light skin be all
I
quiet.
mean,
Now he
out
talking. Now
the
he
gate
talking.
but yeah, let's go ahead and transition to the NFL. Sure as everybody know, the decision came down from Judge Sewell Robinson. Uh, she suggested that Deshaun Watson gets 6 games. That was her decision. And you know, there's been a lot of outcry saying that the NFL was initially pushing for 12 games and a hefty fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with Mike. How you feel about what's been going on with this Deshaun Watson situation? Do you think that 6 games was fair?
I think it's a lot on all sides. That's not to say that's not being said, but I guess for lack of better words, it's a lot on all sides that's not being said, because how how the whole thing started, it already seemed like, it's retaliation and backlash and this, that, and the third. Like, and then how they piled them up, just left and right out of nowhere, just what I'm saying, like where all this come from. So, you got that aspect of it. Then you got what I'm saying, the NFL aspect of it. Like, why they pushing so hard now that it's technically in a sense been resolved, and they pushing for harsher terms and this, that, and the third. That's what I'm saying. That's not necessarily like the NFL to just push for harsher punishments and things like that. Like, I don't recall them doing that with the deflate gates and the spy gates and then all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So why y'all pushing for the harsher
or that
punishment?
that beat up his girlfriend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's the I don't
He didn't get
understand
nothing on that.
the balance. It's not a healthy balance. You know what I'm saying? You got, and then if you know what I'm saying, if you are doing it, pushing for harsher things because of the punishment. I mean, because of the crime, and you push for harsher punishment, that still don't quite add up, because you got him with 6 games and y'all pushing for a year, and you got people like Calvin Ridley who did a sports bet, I think, or something like that, a little bet, and now y'all didn't suspended him for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? For betting a few dollars. So it's the balance in which they choose these punishments and stuff. I don't quite get, but I do think, I kind of think, based on what happened with like the Brady situation and some of these other. I mean, I think the 6 games is justified. I really don't see too much wrong with it. I don't see a need for him to sit out for the whole year. He already been sitting out for a year plus while going through this case and stuff like that. So I mean, any court system and stuff take into account like time served and stuff like that. So why the NFL not taking that into account? You know what I'm saying? You already got a year about the man, and you finna get another 6 games. I mean, how harsh y'all want to go? It sounds like y'all just want him out the league. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I feel the same way as you feel. Like I feel like the whole situation was weird from the jump, because to me, it was all about timing because how it all started off, it seemed to have happened right after he got that big contract from the Texans. And
Oh,
shortly also after that,
Mhm.
he was talking about
that's
how
Just on that.
how the franchise pretty much shut him out after that, and he wanted out. And it just seemed to me, it seemed odd. I still believe that regardless of how you put it, I think the what was it, 26 women. Uh, I think they are all still victims in this situation regardless. But I just felt like it was odd and it was just weird. But I'm gonna ask Chris, do you feel like the 6 games was justified?
I feel like the 6 games was justified, but to me personally, it also shows the NFL's true face. I think the NFL is still discriminatory and they still got like some racist undertone because it was like they paid this brother all this money. They paid him all that money. Everything was cool up until they paid him the money and he said, you know what? I don't want to be here. I want out. And as soon as he tried to get out, it was like woman after woman after woman. It was like every day, like 2 to 3 women,
Yeah.
2 to 3 women every day. Like, how do you go from having nothing, no dirty background, none of that, none of that? You already been in the league a couple of years. You ain't have no history of that. Then all of a sudden you say you get a couple hundred million and say I want out, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we just gave you all that money. You're gonna stay here and you want out. Now it's woman after woman after woman. And then you won in court. You won in court. Then the NFL gets upset because the judge they expected the judge, they just assumed she's gonna just throw the book at you and put the hard punishment on you. But she went according to NFL regulations for past history on the same offense. She went according to the NFL rules, and the fact that they still have a problem is something else going on there that we don't really know about, but we know about, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
It's definitely a lot more to the story that we don't know. And to Mike's earlier point about the NFL pushing hard, like they definitely appealed the decision and against the advice of the NFLPA, and they followed that up with a law case. They're suing the NFL for appealing. And well, I'm gonna go ahead and ask D-Boy. We haven't heard from you yet. Do you feel like the 6 games Deshaun Watson got was fair?
Absolutely. I'm happy he got it. I mean, I'm not gonna appreciate him not being on the field because I was definitely looking forward to see what he could do with the weapons that Cleveland has on offense. They still got Nick Chubb, they still got Kareem Hunt, they still got Austin Hooper, they still got Jarvis Landry, and Jarvis Landry, what I'm hearing, is finally healthy. So I was looking forward to seeing,
And they just picked up Amari Cooper. They got
Actually, Jarvis Landry
and
with the Saints now.
Yeah, I'm about to say
he was the same. Okay. I take that, but yeah, I feel that it was justified. But yeah, like all on the panel was saying, it's mighty funny how all these allegations came. He got that money out of Menez. When I heard, and then speaking of Texas, when I heard Love took that job, I was like, yeah, Lovey, you just desperate to get into the NFL because why would you go there? All places. Why would you go work for the racist ass family in NFL? Like they blatant with it. Like comments like we can't have the convicts running the asylum, or we can't have, right? Like what is that, bro? Like, and then all you brothers know how I feel about Goodell. Can't stand him. I think he is the biggest phony there is, where he sits up here and plays like he just is not this combo. Phil, you said yourself, he's a quiet racist. Like, you meant that this brother, that this only gave brother 6 games And like Chris said, she followed past history on the same scenario. But you sitting up there trying to push for this man to get more than half the season. Yeah, man. See that, and then see, I can understand why Jerry Jones and a few other owners like they are trying to get him out of there because he just is not fair. Like I said, it's a racist monotone. It's not okay in my opinion. It's high key. It is something that definitely needs to be addressed.
I
I'm
think
definitely.
because the thing to me is once they get to do an investigation and they see that the judge used the guidelines from the NFL, it's like, how do you have a case if she used your past previous guidelines? What is your argument in court? If she gave him a
They don't
suspension
have.
based on your guidelines, it was based on your
They
guidelines.
don't have one. It's
What
simple
argument?
as that. They don't have one.
I'm only gonna push back on one thing you said, D-Boy, about Goodell. Because well, we all know Goodell basically he does work for the owners, not basically like he works for the owners. So I think he's in a difficult position. I will admit that. I still don't. If I'm not. No, I'm not going to put myself in his shoes because I don't know what I would do in his shoes. But I personally feel like there was no reason to appeal this decision. I think he felt the pressure from from the outside. I think he felt the pressure from the people. Like he heard the outcries, and I think that this was just it might have been part of a plan, part of a play that they probably had and thought up and everything. But I think he was just I think in general he's in a difficult position, and I don't think whatever choice he made, I don't think it would have been considered the right choice.
Maybe.
I kind of feel you on that
He
part
basically
because
is in a
from
spot
all
because he
sides he can catch some type of heat no matter what decision he made. So I feel you on that part.
Yeah, and I know it's another issue going on in the NFL with Stephen Ross. They had, I guess the NFL came down on him as well, gave him a 2-month suspension, can be around the team till October. Also gave him a $1.5 million fine, and the Dolphins lost their first round draft pick next year and a third round draft pick the following year. Some people feel like it's a hefty price to pay, too heavy of a price. Others feel like it wasn't enough, and kind of like what Mike was saying. Calvin Ridley lost 11 games and lost like $11 million just by placing a bet on a team he didn't play for, while he wasn't on the team. So I'm gonna ask you, Chris, do you feel like this was too heavy of a price to pay or not heavy enough for Stephen Ross? About the temper.
I gotta go back to something Mike said about it. The crimes is not weighing the punishments with the NFL right now. In my opinion, it's like they trying to be so harsh with the punishments, and the crimes are sometimes nothing. Like in Deshaun Watson's case, he won his case, and they trying to punish him. Ross, I mean, it's a small error. It's not worth the price that they're trying to pay. And we're really taking a whole season for a sports bet. Like, come on. Why are y'all trying so hard to make these examples? And then all the examples that you're trying to make of colored athletes. So again, it got that same like the NFL still got, and it's been talked about the racist owners, and I just think the crimes is not weighing the time right now, and I think they just trying to make examples out of everybody. I don't know, for whatever reason they just
everybody except the owners.
Out of everybody, and that's the problem I have. You can't make an example out of owners, but the players can be made an example of. Again, they don't even get most of their money guaranteed in football. So not only are they trying to make you pay half of your fines, but you ain't even getting all your money from the jump. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just some foul going on with the NFL, and that's just how I feel. It's just some foul going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely understand that. To me, it definitely, it was a foul taste in my mouth, only because I thought about what happened with Calvin Ridley. And not only that, but they also, they kind of said, oh, Brian Flores was kind of right. And, they made what he considered a whole, an actual thing as a joke. And that didn't sit right with me. I'm gonna ask you, D. Well, how you feel about the situation? Do you think that was a hefty price to pay, or was it not enough?
Yeah. Nah, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Like all that, and I don't even know. I didn't even know Stephen Ross did. You told me. I know nothing about it, man. But yeah, I think that's the of a. I think I think that punishment would basically been because of Brian Flores situation with time. That was a hot topic. I believed him. I was surprised. I basically believed everything he was telling me because of what did the man high. Like, the man he had me on the cusp of becoming a consistent playoff team, at least making the playoffs. Then you fired him, and everybody knows they fired him because he wouldn't go over with their program. So, but I do feel that's too harsh of a punishment. And like Eric Calvin really he got all that, and he's betted, like what he said, he just betted on a football game on a team that he don't even play for, and he's not even in the league. No, he wasn't even on the team. Like, he had left Atlanta to take care of his mental health. So yes, it's not adding up. And like I said, it's a need to be addressed with the girl and the owner, but it is.
Yeah, he was actually the penalty was for tampering and not tanking. He had told Brian Flores it was addressed as a joke to tank for a draft pick because they wanted to get a good draft pick.
Nah, right.
I think they was trying to getting Brian Flores out there regardless because they was trying to go after Sean Payton.
Yep, I agree with that.
No, Sean Payton wasn't gonna go there.
Yeah, I think he really was messed. He messed with the integrity of the game, and everybody know the. I don't want to talk about the money because that's nothing to him. Like, he's worth way more than that. But I think the draft picks. I think the draft picks may have been fair. If instead of taking a third in another year, they probably just could have took both the first round picks they got because they still got a first round pick next year. Let me ask you, Mike, how you feel about this situation? You think the punishment was fair?
Man, I don't know. I feel like the draft picks was kind of fair, but I feel like it was a bit excessive when you take into account other things that go on around NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got,
It was literally tanking for the draft picks, though. Like, I think the draft pick was a fair. I think that was fair because that's literally why they was doing the whole tampering thing.
I mean, yeah, but they took multiple picks though.
Yeah, for different years. I think they took two, but it
was just two picks. It was a first and a third.
Yeah,
and
but
that's the part that's a bit extreme. Like, why you ain't just take the pick that they was essentially tampering for? You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to really do them in. When you got, I don't never see them taking, you know what I'm saying, none of Brady team picks or Green Bay was just lying for Aaron Rodgers in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? With the whole vaccine thing and whatnot. You ain't see none of them lose no picks, and you got guys over here sitting out whole seasons and stuff over this whole vaccine situation. They didn't lose not one.
I definitely agree with you about the Green Bay.
That's an excellent point you brought up. That's an excellent point you brought up because when in those
I forgot about
none
that.
of those teams got no penalties, no suspensions, none of that. It just
On the wrist, they did a pinch.
And to that point, that's kind of why I'm like, y'all gonna take, you gonna take 2 picks. The one I kind of understand that is what they, they was, tanking for the pick and stuff. So I can see that, but like y'all took multiple picks, I think on multiple years and stuff like that. At that, like that's a bit extreme, So I didn't see, Green Bay with, headline, quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. I didn't see them lose not one draft pick. You know what I'm saying? They literally lying as an organization. You know what I'm saying? To multiple people. So I don't know. It's just a little, like I said, the balance with these punishments and stuff. It's not there at all.
facts. That's real talk though. That's real talk.
Yeah, it definitely isn't any balance, and yeah, the Green Bay situation, that's definitely a good thing to put up because that's messing with not the bottom line, like that's messing with the integrity of the game. Like y'all literally lying.
Yeah,
I think
and
they
the
should have
play game
definitely
and all
lost
the
some
stuff with
picks.
Tom Brady. They never lost none with the play game, with the spy game. They never lost draft picks. They never lost capital. They never lost money. And they was cheating. They was being
Come
called
on,
out for
Chris.
cheating.
Why? You know why, Chris?
Exactly.
You know why.
But all the other players of a
I think we
certain
all on
skin
this panel
tone
know why.
is getting all the penalties, all the suspensions. But if you quarterback, you got
Everybody,
long care.
general, but all three of y'all know why. So
It is what it is.
They brought the hammer down on Tom Brady one time, man. They gave him a little 4-game suspension for the play game.
Ooh, 4 games.
Hey, yeah, man, y'all know, they didn't want to make Tom.
Over here.
Hey, let me tell y'all this though. Y'all know messing with Tom Brady is messing with the integrity of the game because when he get mad, he just gonna win a Super Bowl. That's exactly what he did.
You almost can't even argue that point. You can't even argue that point.
I can't stand Tom. So I gotta give him that. Like you make him mad, he like, all right, I'm just gonna win a Super Bowl.
Real quick, let me say this real. Yeah, he left New England. So Bill, fuck you. I'm gonna take a chance team and go win Super Bowl with me. So no. Down there and won the Super Bowl.
Hey, does Julio
That's
Jones?
like the saying, "I beat my team, take your team, beat you worse."
I really wish you would have canceled the charges. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might actually cheer for him then. But he chose the Bucks, unfortunately.
I mean,
why you all the charges when y'all got that stud, bro?
Man, Justin Herbert, he the next GOAT. He the kid. You know what I'm saying? He the kid.
That dude is a stud for sure.
Hey, but do Julio make Tom better? Is Julio gonna be a weapon for Tom? An actual weapon that's relevant?
As long as he plays, yes.
Julio gonna get all them touchdowns he wasn't getting in Atlanta.
No, he not.
That's all they gonna use him for. No. What I'm saying is he's literally only gonna be used for goal line situations. Like that's where he gonna eat at. Possession.
No, he not. He gonna the touchdowns still gonna come from the tight ends and stuff like that. Julio gonna get them first downs that they need, and maybe a big play here and there. He gonna get a bunch of yards playing with Brady. He probably gonna get more yards playing with Brady than he had in the last few years, and he still ain't gonna have no touchdowns. So that's like a Julio thing, like just no touchdowns, man.
No, I agree with Phil. I think Brady gonna have him out there on goal line and just throw it up to him.
He can have 1,000 yards a game, and they stop.
Hey, Mike, what number you got for him, man? How many touchdowns you gonna think he gonna get this year?
I can see him realistically getting 8 to 10.
I was about to say 8. I was about to say 8, 6 to 8.
8 to 10.
I say 8 is a fat number. What you think, D-Boy?
Well, I say because it's Brady, I'm gonna say 8 because it's Tom. Tom makes
It's Tom.
everybody look good.
He might get 10 because Chris Godwin's still recovering from that injury.
Oh,
And they still trying to figure out their little tight end situation.
Well, they got Rudolph.
Yeah, because
they
still got OJ Howard.
Nah, OJ Howard don't play for them
Cameron
no more. They got Cameron Brate though.
I was about to say they still got Braid. That's what I was just about to say.
OJ Howard.
But they
what happened
to me, they
Man, keep
loaded
it
it
up.
in terms of weapons. You said
They
what?
got Tom Brady, Kyle Rudolph too. He got Rudolph.
Oh, that's who, right? That's who replaced Howard with Kyle Rudolph.
They took him from your boys.
Kyle Rudolph's healthy. That's the question.
Yeah, I told you, baby Gronk.
Kyle Rudolph stay on the field. That's the question.
Yeah,
he can't stay on the field. He can't stay on the field. He not even gonna be OJ Howard. He can't stay on the field.
I think he went to Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
OJ Howard.
Jacksonville? Oh,
yeah.
You got Trevor. You got Trevor over there.
Look, man, we all know Jacksonville gonna be just as sorry as it was last year.
Facts.
They gonna be like Trevor Lawrence probably gonna ball out, and I forgot the running back name, but his running back, I think he gonna go crazy too. But they still gonna be sorry.
Trevor Lawrence
just revenge to it though.
After what LSU damn, he ain't been named since. Trash.
I can't even put that rookie year on him, man. Like you saw the mess he was in.
Yeah, that was a mess. That team was horrible. That was a horrible team.
It was a clown show.
That
like
team
really was.
Lions was saying something.
Yeah, that team.
That team was
that was a high school team in an NFL game.
That was. I truly believe that Alabama could have beat them that year. I think the Alabama team that year, his rookie year, would have been better than the Jaguars.
LSU, them boys, Orgeron had boys built different.
Oh no, D-boy, you're not hearing me. I'm talking about them going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. His rookie year.
Jacksonville Jaguars. They ain't been in the squad since my boy Fred Taylor left. They ain't been since Fred Taylor.
Hey,
they had that one little run to the AFC Championship.
The four of us could go get 4 other players and 4 other people beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We gotta stop talking about them like they ain't professionals, man. Speaking of some professionals, they had the Hall of Fame game today, Raiders versus Jacksonville. The score was 27-11. Had a Jared Stidham appearance. I think he threw for about 96 yards. How you boys feel about the game? I'm gonna start off with Mike. I'm gonna have Mike on here. I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, start us off, Chris.
Oh, Mike came in. Oh well, I thought it was entertaining, to say the least. It was entertaining. It went as I thought it would go. You know what I'm saying? It was an entertaining game. It was fun. I thought it was gonna be some more points. I thought it was gonna be some more points on the board, but it wasn't. But I already knew who was gonna win and who was gonna lose. The Jaguars are who we thought they were, and I was just
the Detroit Lions of the AFC.
Man,
yeah, exactly who we thought they were. Trash. Even in
you should have said that in your Dennis Green voice.
They are who we thought they were.
Like man, like we already know the starters and the second string. We know they booty, but I'm sorry, they're bad. But to know that, you think you can find some lightning bolt with the third and fourth stringers? They worse.
Right, exactly. That don't. That's like, how are they building that team? Like, how are they building that team? You just go from trash to more trash
It's the
to worse.
owner.
Like, how do you go from bad to
It's the
worse?
owner.
No, I'm gonna just say it like this: somebody got to be bad, and it just happened to be the Jaguars. I don't think they're gonna be bad for long. Though. I really got faith in Trevor Lawrence, though.
I mean,
Man,
but
Peyton Manning had a horrible rookie year too, and look how he turned out.
okay, here go the thing with the Jags. To me, they lose all their gems. Like, you lost your Allen Robinson, you lost your Ramsey, you lost your I can't think of the linebacker.
They
They
still
lose.
got Josh Allen though.
Yeah, but it's like what they lost compared to what they got, it just don't measure up. Like, y'all lost some top 10, 5. I mean, Jalen Ramsey, Allen Robinson, y'all, they lose everybody. They lose
Leonard
everybody.
Floyd.
Leonard Floyd, thank you. Leonard Floyd, like, they lose everybody.
It's crazy because like almost everybody that was on that team that went to AFC Championship, it was like the defense was, the best of the team, and the quarterback was the weak point. And now it's like it's opposite.
My
If
boy
you can say
Marcus
it's
Darius,
opposite.
they lose areas. They lose everybody. Just leave. Like, I guess that's just where you go to end your career, to doom your career. Like, go
Nah,
to Detroit.
that still might be Detroit.
Yeah, just go. If you want to end your career, just go to Detroit or go to Jacksonville.
How you feel about the game, D boy?
You know what? To be 100% honest, and I know maybe I shouldn't say this on this podcast, but I completely forgot the game was tonight. I thought it was next Thursday. But it turns out I didn't miss nothing because, of course, it is the Jacksonville Jaguars that was playing the Las Vegas Raiders. So, with that being said, I pretty much know how this season and how their season is going to go. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw about 20 interceptions and about 10 touchdowns. They're going to lose about 13, 14 games. And they're going to have another one draft pick, and they're going to completely blow that. Yeah, right. Okay, now with the Las Vegas Raiders, I am interested to see what Devontae is going to do in that offense. So any chance I get to see the Raiders, I'm definitely going to be tuning in because I definitely want to see because he been throwing. I say A-Rod. He been throwing the whole to say A-Rod. So he better produce. He better produce. And that's all I got to say about that topic. It's the Jaguar. I get a headache and I get depressed just talking about them. So
The Jaguar.
But it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like the Raiders definitely gonna be interesting to see though.
I'm glad it's the Rams, so I can because if I had to wear a Jacksonville jersey, I think I would have just killed myself because they just, oh my God.
Yeah, man, go ahead and rock one of them black joints, man. They still got them.
Look, man, I don't want to get the jersey. I got it.
Okay, since we all feel like that, who's the better team, Detroit or Jacksonville?
Detroit, by far.
I'm gonna say
at least Detroit has promise.
Detroit got a little something going on. They got one more weapon than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He said one more. They got a plus one.
Because DeAndre Swift is definitely a beast. He definitely a beast.
I like him. I do like him.
Hey, don't forget
best running back.
Cephas one.
Cephas keep getting hurt.
But he like Simmons got a little game. No, I'm not gonna lie. He can ball. I'm not saying he an X, but he definitely can ball.
I still
He can
think
play a little bit.
Swift is a better
He
receiver
a
than
nice slot.
receivers, and he don't even play receiver. I think Swift is the better receiver, and he don't even play receiver. He the running back.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
Swift.
problem with Detroit.
He was a dog
They
at
running
Georgia.
back is
He
their
a
best
beast.
receiver.
He
Has
their
your
best
running
player.
DeAndre Swift a problem. Yeah.
He just their best player. All right.
with
Yeah.
Fields.
Yeah.
And y'all guys over here talking about the Detroit Lions. Mike, make some sense of this, man. How you feel about the game?
I mean, I like the game, man. I like it. I like. I ain't gonna. Yeah, I like the game. But I liked what I saw from the Raiders, man. They showing a lot of promise. But they've been showing promise though. Honestly, the Raiders been showing promise.
They made the playoffs last year.
That's my point. They've been showing some for the last couple of years. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, I just want to see how much more progress they gonna make. The Jaguars is. I mean, D-Boy hit the nail on the head, you know, so I'm not even going to get into the Jaguar spiel. I got them losing probably about 13 games, too. I ain't even going to lie to you. I know a certain somebody who not on this panel tonight going to feel some type of way about that because that's his favorite, you know, what his favorite QBs right now. But that man he's finna throw, you know what I'm saying, 17 picks. Finna throw 17 picks and lose 13 games. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even say it's all gonna be his fault, but that's just how it's gonna be. I mean, hey, so you know what I'm saying?
It will be his fault, Frank.
You know what I'm saying? You can talk
10 of those picks will be his fault.
And let's stop talking about the Jaguars for a second. But let's talk about the Raiders. Since y'all talking about how many games Jacksonville gonna lose, how y'all feel about what's the floor for the Raiders and their ceiling? I'm gonna ask Mike that.
That's tricky, only because of that division. That's tricky, man. That's so tricky. That division is tough. I want to get them like 10 games. You know what I'm saying? But
10 games ain't enough.
That's the thing. They need like 13.
Yeah, division, you need 13.
That division gonna be tough, bro. I want, you know what?
Have to go.
For the Raiders, I want to see what this receiving core look like, because it's been redeveloped and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying, I think that's gonna be their driving force as far as this year goes, that receiving force. So
you know who gonna benefit the most from Devontae Adams coming out the
Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter for sure. Hunter about to eat, bro.
Bruh, he thought it was it's definitely Hunter Renfrow, because Devontae Adams can take two with him. Like he can make a defense adjust to him. And when you do that, you leave Hunter Renfrow, whatever space you leave open, Hunter Renfrow is there, and Derek Carr will find him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you think, D-Boy? What do you think they could finish at?
Man, I don't want to give them a game, man, but I know this disappointment. I want to give them 11-6. I got them anywhere between 7-10 and 11-6, man. The Raiders, every year the Raiders get a surprise team, one way or the other, good or bad. You could expect them to come in and have a good year and go to the playoffs, and they can go through 4-13. Or you could expect them to go 6-11, 5-12, and they mess around and go 11-6. So I got anywhere between, I said, 7-10, 11-6. It all depends on health. It all depends on how they protect Derek Carr, because he's really, in my opinion, never really had a true top 10 offensive line. I mean, the Raiders' offensive line have been improved, but Yeah, I got, like I said, anywhere between 7-10 and 11-6. I'm pulling for him just because, as much as I don't care for him, Devontae Adams, he's a difference maker. You seen what he did in Green Bay. Like, why Green Bay, everybody talk about Green Bay's defense. I'm not saying Green Bay's not going to be a good team. Of course, they're still going to be relevant because you have Aaron. But don't get it twisted. He's going to miss Devontae. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, it's going to be some games they lose because they don't have a Devontae Adams. Like, why everybody getting on Bears, they need to be talking about hiring just let that man walk like that. My opinion.
I think Green Bay is going to have to change the way they play. They're definitely going to rely on the run more, and that's the smart thing to do because they definitely got two very good running backs here.
Aaron Jones, that dude, and they better use him like it now because that's all they got.
Aaron Jones might be their best receiver.
Real quick, let me say this. Yeah, that's smart. You're right. That is. But how you gonna do that if you don't have offensive line? Their two tackles might not even start the doggone season because they both blew their knees out. Bakhtiari and El Nickens.
Yeah, you're right about that. That offensive line is definitely hindered, and they're going to definitely have to address that.
They still
just like the Bears need to rest there.
The greatest regular season quarterback ever in Ron.
They'll be fine. I was just gonna say that they'll be fine.
They got Ron, the greatest.
Instead of playoffs, they'll be fine.
Oh yeah, they're still gonna go to the playoffs. I'm not saying they're gonna be like 9-7. No, they're still gonna be in 12 games. They're gonna go 12-5, but I would say 4 of those 5 games are gonna be because they don't have a Devontae Adams. Like someone that can draw up a team and be a beast. Like getting Sammy Watkins, that wasn't a terrible move in my opinion, but we all know it's not the average.
What has Sammy Watkins done in the past 5-6 years?
Don't he got a Super Bowl?
Boy, a Super Bowl. Wait, no. Yeah, I think he did get a Super Bowl. Oh, he don't?
Yes, he did. He got a Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
He was on that team, but he was definitely hurt. But he played in the game too. He played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Chiefs got that.
He had many drops. He had like 4 drops. He had 1 catch and about 4-5 drops. Probably.
And the thing is that they don't even. I don't know what it be about Sammy Watkins, but he just don't. He ain't the name. He ain't the name. Like he just a guy.
Yeah,
he got the wrong name.
Making my name look bad. Making my name look bad, bro. You supposed
that used to be your boy, Phil. Man, what happened?
Man, he disappointed me.
Worse than Paul everybody George? Had Sammy Watkins coming out of Clemson.
Paul George didn't disappoint me. I just don't understand what's the hype behind him.
You had hype behind him, so don't die down now.
Oh, you know what? You're right, Mike. He disappointed me too.
Right.
He disappointed me. He disappointed me way worse than Sammy Watkins did, though.
You the reason I mess with Paul George now because you was hyping him so much.
Wait,
please
what?
Don't get me started on that guy.
You said the only reason why? Nah, man.
We gonna keep it on the Raiders. We gonna keep it.
Hey,
remember,
you know what? Hold on. I gotta clear this up. I gotta clear this up because what Mike is talking about is only from 2K. That's why I mess with Paul George so heavy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You was the one that was sold. You was
sold from 2K.
You was sold on them moving on from Granger into the Paul George times. I was like, they doing Granger bogus. And you was like, nah, bro, Paul George here. It's time. They move it on.
Yeah, because he definitely was better than Danny Granger. Like, I knew that. Danny Granger was cold, but Paul, it was his time.
Danny Granger was overrated to me, boy. He just thought he was, boy.
Danny Granger was, bro. Danny Granger played so stiff to me, man. Danny Granger played so stiff to me, like.
I
He was
swear.
a bucket. Like he would get you 25 a game, stiff as ever though. I'm like, I don't know how he
Facts.
do it, but he be out there. Even the way he shoot is just stiff. I'm like, man, I know he can't dance.
Hey, wait. Before we go off there, I gotta ask this. Phil, what's up with your boys, Joe? What you think they'll do with Colin?
You said who?
What your boys gonna do with Colin?
Oh, I didn't hear you, man. Say that one more time.
I said, what you think your boys gonna do with Colin Sexton?
I like young boy. He really my favorite player on the team, and I really don't want to see him go. But I think,
You get rid of
to
somebody.
be honest, I would rather keep him instead of Karis LeVert. In all honesty, because
Facts.
Karis LeVert is a bucket, but he always hurt, and he doesn't take good shots. Like he
Nope.
shoots a very low percentage. Like when he get cooking, he get cooking, but it's few and far in between, in my opinion. I think Colin was more
That's why
consistent.
y'all lost that playing game.
Yeah, like before he got hurt, he was our leading scorer. He was dang near getting 25 a game.
He was.
Yeah. Had y'all had Colin Sexton, y'all would have won that playing game.
And then not only that, like you have another person to handle the ball besides Darius Garland. Like you saw in the playing games, it literally looked like it was just Darius Garland doing everything.
Facts. He was by himself out there.
Everything, bro.
It's like
Jared
how it
Allen
was when Rose was here.
I was about to say, yeah, Jared Allen was doing his thing on defense, and that's another thing. Like they really need to just do a lot of heavy pick and roll and let Evan Mobley do his thing. I think they stick to that formula offensively. They can make some noise.
Evan Mobley.
Hey,
Evan Mobley.
He gonna be a star.
Sexton different though, man. He been different.
Mobley's gonna be a superstar.
Been different. Sexton been different.
Mobley's gonna be a superstar.
Took on 5 by himself. You know?
Hey, Jared Allen needs to be his best friend though. Allen needs to be his best friend. I swear that pick and roll combination will be nasty.
My only thing about Colin is he a gunner. Like
he is,
bro.
He a gunner.
He is.
But like he a bucket. He is a bucket.
You need that. Like
I don't mind him being a gunner though, because he's gonna get the ball to everybody else.
Exactly. He a bucket, bro.
I wish the Bulls had somebody like that.
Like Colin Sexton?
Yeah, we need what that's what Kobe White supposed to be.
And he played, even though he a small guard, he plays pretty good defense.
Yeah, his defense is solid. Hey, I just want to say this. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all who to look out for on the most. I think Ayo gonna go crazy shit. Like I think Young Bull gonna go crazy. I know Mike. I already know who boy is. Hey, it's put up a setup time. It's put up a setup time. You know it. You know he gonna do nothing this year. He gonna.
We gonna see.
Yeah, I think Ayo.
I'm definitely excited to see the progression of Ayo. I'm definitely excited to see that.
Hey, he gonna force Kobe White to
he definitely my favorite player on that team. I'm not gonna lie.
If Kobe don't ball out, Ayo gonna have his spot. That's all I'm gonna say. Ayo gonna have his spot. If Kobe don't ball out,
and you can't even say that because both of them might end up balling out.
Exactly.
Like
Ayo gonna have that.
And to be honest, that bodes well for y'all.
Exactly. They
Kobe
not ready for that. We gonna
Kobe
say
White is who we thought he is. Kobe White is exactly what we thought he is.
You actually can't say that because he actually not who y'all thought he was. The Bulls had that man shooting 8 threes a game.
They don't use him right. Yeah, like that was Jim Boylan. Right. Jim Boylan, I will say that.
He actually not.
Boylan messed him up trying to make him a spot-up shooter. He's not a spot shooter.
I don't know who they think he is, but they got that man shooting about 8 threes a game. Like he out here just the marks.
That's not his game, man.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna give Chris the last word because I ain't finna get into talking about the Bulls with y'all. Go ahead, Chris.
I forgot my say. What we talking?
Just go ahead and say anything, man. Get a world some
Thank
love.
y'all for watching. Make sure y'all give us a like, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Like, subscribe, share. Make us the #1 podcast on sports. And we'll see y'all on the next edition.
Or at least top 5. Get us to the top 5. We'll get the #1 after.
Yeah, we're going to get us up there, man. Let us run these numbers.
I just got one thing to say.
There we go.
This one. This is the status we trying to be at right here.
One more time for the fans, y'all. This the Can I Get Some Sports With That podcast. Shout out to D-Boy. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Chris. Like they said, like, subscribe. We up out of here.
Get y'all some shirts, man. We got shirts in for y'all. Represent.
Oh, yeah. Go on plug the shirts, bro. Go on plug them.
Represent, man. Tap in.
Plug them shirts.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to find us. Represent.